Okay, guys, let's talk about adding and subtracting scientific notation. So this is going to be different than multiplying and dividing. So when we add and subtract, we are going to convert our scientific notation into standard. And then we're going to line decimals and add them together and then convert back to scientific. So we have 6, and then it's times 10 to the third. So we're going to move the decimal 1, 2, 3 to the right. And then we have 4, and we're going to move the decimal 3 to the right. And now when we add these together, we must line decimal. So our understood decimal is at the end. So I'm going to line all my digits up, making sure the decimal is lined up. So then we add 0 plus 0, 0 plus 0, 0 plus 0, and 6 plus 4 is 10. Now we have to convert this back to scientific. So our coefficient is 1. The decimal was moved 1, 2, 3, 4 times. So it's 1 times 10 to the 4th. Okay, let's try this next one. We know 6 times 10 to the 3 is 6,000. Plus, this time we have 4, and we're going to move the decimal 2 times to the right. So we have 400. So we have 6,000 plus 400. And again, I must line up our decimals. So we get 0, 0, 0. This should be not 0, getting ahead of myself there. 0 plus 4 is 4, and then 6. So now we need to write this 6,400 into scientific notation. Our coefficient will be 6.4 times 10, and we move the decimal 1, 2, 3 times. Okay, so let's try a couple of more. So we're going to convert 7 times 10 to the 5th into a standard form. So we have 7, and we're moving the decimal 5 places to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have 5 times 10 to the 4th. So we move this understood decimal 4 places to the right. And then we're going to add these together. And again, we must line up decimals. So our decimal is at the end. So I have 0, 0, 0, 0, 5. And we are adding 0, 0 plus 0, 0 plus 5, and then 7. And we have 1, 2, 3, comma. Now, our coefficient is going to be 7.5 times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the 5th power. We have 3, and the decimal is here. We're going to move it 6 times to the right. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 8, and we're going to move the decimal 4 places to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to line up our decimals, and we're going to add. And then we're going to convert this back to scientific. Our coefficient is 3.08 times 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 to the 6th power. Okay, let's do a few more. This time we are going to have a very small number because we have negative exponents. So we have 9, the decimal is behind the 9, so we're going to move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus, I have a 3, the decimal is behind the 3, we move it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're adding these together. So I have 0.1234 zeros of 9, and then again, decimal with decimal. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and be neat. And we're adding these. So 0 plus 3 is 3, 9 plus 0 is 9, and then we have 0, 0, 0, 0, and decimal. So our coefficient is going to be 9.3 times 10 to the negative 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, negative 5. Our next one, we have 8.4, so I'm going to write the 8 and the 4. The decimal was behind the 8. I'm going to move it to the left 4 times, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus, we have the 4, the decimal is behind the 4, and we're going to move it to the left 1 and 2. So we have 0.00084, and we're going to add 0.04. If you want to add in some zeros here, that is fine. 4 plus 0, 8 plus 0, 0 plus 0, 0 plus 4, 0 plus 0. Bring your decimal down. Our coefficient is going to be 4.004 times 10 to the negative, because it's a small number, 1 and 2, negative 2. Okay. Now let's do some subtract. So we have 5 times 10 to the 7th, so that's 5. And then we're moving the decimal 7 places. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we're going to subtract. So I have 8. I'm going to move the decimal 6 places. So this is going to add 6 zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 8. We start subtracting. So 8 from 0, we're going to borrow from the 5, make it a 4, make that 0 a 10. 10 minus 8 is 2, and then we have 4. We're going to have a coefficient of 4.2 times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, the power of 7. We have 7.6. I want to move the decimal 3 places to the left. 1, 2, 3, minus, I have 4. I'm going to move the decimal 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to subtract. Line up your decimals. 6 minus 4 is 2. 7 minus 0 is 7. Our coefficient is 7.2 times 10 to the 1, 2, 3, negative 3, because our number was small. So I hope this helps.